It's an interesting one to be a human born with a tradition, within a family of tradition. We were born and grew up in the tradition of Catholicism, which says on Sunday, apparently it's God's day, so on the Sunday we rest. In my modern being, I have had no Sunday as such. Every day, other than work day, has been the same. It's been difficult to know which day I could give myself to rest and to have off, because we are enjoying the presence of something within us, some of us, I mean in this case myself, enjoying the presence of something that keeps telling me I have not worked hard enough to deserve a rest yet, and aren't I ashamed to show like I'm doing nothing in this minute. So we're going to enjoy talking about doing nothing, because it is Sunday and it is a day I can allow myself some space and some time to praise the Creator who has given me life. In this case, we will not name it because we are unsure of its name, even though it's deep within every one of us. And we will spend time discussing with ourselves. As we have no other to discuss it with at this minute, or rather nobody else to argue it with, because to be fair, most of us, when we are with each other, we don't discuss, we argue. We argue because, why? I don't know. That's what we've learned, maybe. We cannot all be in a room and be silent and respect the person who speaks, each waiting for their turn to speak and be heard by the other. I am lucky to have a mind in which I can discern and take solutions, or take decisions. But that mind sometimes needs a rest. A day like today is greatly used for the destruction of who I think I am. Earlier I was watching a video and it made me a bit physically sick. It reminded me why, about my own mind's addiction to cyber things, to not to the videos as such, but to the screen that I am becoming slave and of which they were discussing the new metaverse. It was Joe Rogan and a guest of his. And to watch that, it was a good video, but it made me feel sick. to think that people spend so long on video games. Okay, I don't enjoy them, or rather I've not learned to enjoy them because I know how easy it is to get addicted to them, and I'm very addictive to that sort of thing. So I don't want to get close to it. But the thing about the metaverse and Facebook, it was just it's still in my mind, so I must use my mind to discern and shut away or remove this influence, even though it was positive in the whole, of the idea behind it, which was not positive, or I believe is not positive, of the Facebook new thing, because it is one thing watching in my life how I am lately quite addicted to YouTube and to watching other people's videos. Mostly it's about watching the protests and Russell Brand and PJ Seals, that's and also Joe Dispenza and Greg Bratton. That's all I watch. I watch the same thing, but with different subjects. And even though it's nourishing, I feel it damages me at the same time, but only because, like the child, I'm not able to say no to myself when I need to stop those things. I need to be real, and in those states it gets very hard to speak to myself and get something else out of myself, like creativity, making clothes or playing piano, which, as you know, I love. So even though it's beneficial in one way, it is also a sign of what I'm not going to blame society or at all progress. I love it, but look into myself and help myself to get over this addiction. It's hard, isn't it? It's like I'm addicted to knowing other people are there and knowing their opinions about certain things. It makes me feel better to know I'm not alone to think the way I am in this time. Very much. Like on a day like today, which it's a sad, it's not sad, it's a rainy day, it is windy, and it is moderately cold. And we are in England, on an island. It's interesting to watch, like, you know, if you get closer and closer and you then look at the person and their life, or any person, and you change your focus onto another. I don't know, I think I'm healing. Every day. But I must learn to change my behavior, or at least to watch it, and when I am ready I can change it. It's been interesting lately. Also, I've joined a thing called Zion, which is organized by JP, and it costs per month, but it doesn't work, it keeps crashing, so it seems a bit pointless at this stage. I joined it, but just to see what was on there. I think I'll de-join it. It's another thing I perhaps don't need in my life right now. It's odd, isn't it, to be talking to myself about some things that I should not be listening to. Never mind for now.